Hello, Neil Murphy at the Dynamic Man podcast. Today, it's all about how to stay on your path because we get knocked off. We have so many duties, responsibilities, between relationships, family, friends, work, bills, everything. It all adds up. So it's very important for us to find strategic ways to keep ourselves on the right path for us because we do tend to forget. We do tend to lose sight of what it's all about for us, providing as we do for other people, and losing sight of what we're all about, losing a sense of self, losing it so much that sometimes we don't feel like ourselves. We don't know what we like anymore. We don't know what we want. We stop doing the things that give us pleasure, the passions, the dreams, the objectives, the goals that we had maybe in our 20s and 30s, long forgotten. Maybe even earlier, from when we were kids, and what do we want to be? I remember talking to my mother when I was 12 or 13 and how excited I was to be, maybe something like a truck driver so I could go and travel the world. Well, I do get to travel the world, but fortunately not as a truck driver. A bit more freedom than that. But you know what I'm saying. It's very easy to lose sight of ourselves. And look, that's okay too. We do have, our duties and responsibilities, and that's cool. We do want our kids to grow up, have better lives than us. We want to have good relationships with our partners. We want to have good work and business experiences. We want to send our kids to the best schools, colleges, universities. We want the best for everyone. But sometimes we forget the best for ourselves. But with real awareness, we can have a great life as well. By combining consistency with good habits and doing them day in, day out. Small wins. We talked about this. It's all about creating the habits that put you in a situation where you're slowly getting back to where your real sense of self is. Maybe you haven't played golf in a few years. Maybe you haven't surfed in a couple of years. Maybe you haven't done whatever it is, origami. Whatever is your passion. It's like that scene from The Sopranos when the guy is in his garage with his little train cap on, playing with his toy train set. And Tony comes in. He's not impressed. But that was that guy's dream. He was just following his passion. So we do get lost. We do get lost. But it's never too late. So consistency is the key. Where does it start? It's just every day, we all have our flaws, we all have our frailties, we all have our idiosyncrasies or eccentricities, and we make mistakes. But the simple fact of the matter is, we have to learn to balance all of the duties and obligations, responsibilities, etc., with living a life in balance and creating the habits that help us claw back to where life really, really comes alive for us when we find our element. Yeah, that's what it is. Life pushes us out of our element, and for us it becomes a huge struggle to find our way back in, find the righteous path, the true path, where everything, just life becomes effortless, timeless, and we react with inspiration and creativity, and that has a ripple effect on everyone around us. So it's very important that we balance duties and responsibilities with good habits, consistency to get us back on the track that really brings us alive. And it's like Robin Sharma. He always says, all change is hard at first, messy in the middle, but glorious and gorgeous at the end. And he's got a point, because growth is not a linear process. It's a messy one. And we're going to encounter situations that are seemingly not in congruence with where we want to be, where we want to go, what we want to become, how we want to become, the man we want to be. Especially when we're in our 40s and 50s and life has given us practically an Oregon Trail. Tracks that we just get rutted into, and that's us. We just keep on doing the same thing over and over every day, like the first half of that movie, Groundhog Day. Yeah, it becomes rut and routine. So it's very easy to say you want to change, but when you get into the messy part, yeah, it's so easy to give up. I've done it all for myself. But you really, really, really got to knuckle down. Because, like with anything, consistency is the key. And when you're trying something new, of course you're going to mess it up. Of course you're not going to make any progress. Of course it sucks. But what are you going to do? Not learn something new? Not figure out a way to change, to make your life better? Just react. Carry on the way you're going. Consciously unconscious. So that life appears that it's just a matter of fate. F-A-T-E. Life just happens. You're living in effect. You're not at cause. That's right. You're waiting for things to happen. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing sometimes to wait for things to happen, because sometimes you need to put yourself in a place where you aren't just waiting for something to happen. But when it comes to the way you want to live and who you want to be, the man you want to become, the husband you want to be, the partner you want to be, the father you want to be, the brother, the friend, the colleague, all of those things that people want to be around energetically, vibrationally, then you got to find a way to put yourself at cause. That's right. You're making things happen. You're not just waiting. Yeah. And it's not linear. Progress isn't linear. It's definitely messy, but you got to embrace the mess just as well. And look, a new start is a fresh day. A fresh day is a new start. And when you start with better awareness of how you can cause your life to be better, cause your mindset to be abundant, how you can cause energy and vibrations to emanate from you in a positive, inspiring way, so much that people want to be around you and feel an emptiness when you leave their presence. You've got to remember that a fresh day is a new start every day, because all we have is now. So how is it too late? It's not too late. If you really, really want it, how is it too late? The present moment brings magic, brings a magic with it. So you've got to look at it gratefully. The good fortune of a new day. That's incredible. When you've got a desire to make things better for yourself, for your partner, for your friends, for your family, for everyone around you, to step into cause, to reject being in effect, to make yourself more dynamic. That's when the real magic happens. You're finding yourself motivated to make people smile, motivated to make people feel better about themselves, motivated to compliment, motivated to show abundance of love, of understanding, compassion, empathy, all the things that we need to start feeling for ourselves first, so we can get back on our own path, in line with our purpose, not forgetting about the dreams and the goals and the objectives we want to achieve in our life, especially as men in our 40s and 50s. It's time. It's time, embrace the mess, the fresh start, and think about how you can make a difference in your own life with consistency and balance. That's right. It's up to you. It's always been up to you. You're not a victim. You just haven't started yet, or maybe you have. Progress is slow. Progress, yeah, but it's still progress. Doesn't matter how small. It's like anything you've ever learned. You started off quite shit. You were shit at it. You weren't the best golfer on day one. You couldn't catch a wave on day one. Maybe you couldn't even hit a shuttlecock on day one. That's okay. Practice, consistency, applying your cause rather than waiting for things to happen, finding balance, accepting that it's going to be messy for a while until you get good, and then just keep going. And pretty soon, before you know it, you're actually enjoying the mess. That's the beauty. There's magic in the mess. Embrace the mess. That's what I say. Get with it. Get on it. Stay high. Like and subscribe. And if this resonates with you, please help me grow a powerful community of men in their 40s and 50s, the most important age group of our era, of our time. We need men like this, reinvigorated, re-energized, revitalized, rediscovering themselves and their purpose and their sense of meaning, so that we can be better at everything we're doing to everyone around us. Everyone. I mean everybody, including strangers that we meet on the street. We want to leave them, we want to impact them with the energy we are carrying, our presence, our vibrations. Okay? Let's get on it. Stay high.